Oh, hello. Welcome to today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time, June 20th edition. And today, whatever happens, Myrtle Douglas, born today, 1904. You may not know her by that name. She also went by Morojo, which is her Esperanto name, which you also might know who that is. She was Forrest J. Ackerman's girlfriend, but that is not what she should be known for. She should be known for either inventing or co-inventing cosplay, among other things. She was one of the very early science fiction fandom contributors who was, here we are on the streets of New York City, where Forey Ackerman and Morojo together first walked down these streets dressed as the characters from Things to Come in 1939 for the World Science Fiction Convention and the 1939 World's Fair. But more than just walking in public in science fiction outfits, she's the one who actually sewed these costumes and was very much involved with coming up with the approach, which then eventually becomes cosplay. So Morojo is the very much unsung. I think even Forey, people don't realize how major cosplay is of a thing today. That he was the inventor of. But hold on, pump the brakes. Morojo actually sewed those costumes and played a much larger role than what I would say she's utterly forgotten today, and does not deserve it. Additionally, was a active member of the very early fandom in the 30s. They made the Voice of Imagination fanzine together. 1904, Myrtle Douglas, Morojo. Go search her out as best you can, because she's a name that should not disappear. And the reason that both of them and a bunch of these very early fandom people really embraced Esperanto was because this is pre-World War II, and they really felt like a utopian society was attainable in their lifetime, and that therefore embracing and learning Esperanto was a way to continue to erase borders and countries and just be one larger species of the earth. I'd say World War II kind of diminished that hope that such a thing was possible to attain in our lifetime or in the foreseeable future, but still, Morojo, do check her out. On the day she was born in 1904. 1928 today, the film Lonesome premiered, directed by Paul Frios? I think I might be pronouncing that wrong. Really fantastic movie, shot on location in Coney Island, 1928. It's all about the story of two very lonesome New York City cogs in a much larger wheel, who both wind up finding each other in Coney Island and then lose touch with each other and realize they don't have a way to contact the other one. And it's just hordes of Coney Island attendees that they're trying to sift through, and they go on the Cyclone, and it's a really great time capsule of a movie. Lonesome. Do check it out. 1928 today, premiered today. 1933 today, Lazy Lester was born, blues rocker, probably most famous for his song "I'm a Lover, Not a Fighter." Truer words ever spoken? I don't know. 1934, Kid Rocker. Nope, not Kid Rocker. Kid Thomas was born, also a blues rocker, who Drew Redmond told me the story, and I bet you it was secondhand from Billy and Miriam from Norton Records. Retired from making music, went into landscaping, and wound up mistakenly hitting and killing a child with his landscaping vehicle, and it was deemed by the courts as being an accident, and so he wasn't going to be tried, convicted, and going to jail or worse for it. But then on the courtroom steps, the father of the child he mistakenly killed came up and shot him dead. How is that for a blues story for you? And the red herring of the evening, 787 Lexington, which is just over yonder. Can you see that there? There we go. Just over the bagel place. That would have been the New York Doll Museum here in New York City for the better part of the 20th century. I think it went on for like not 100 years, but nearly 100 years. And the story is that Syl Sylvain would have worked in a clothing boutique of some kind, like right over here across the street from where the New York Doll Museum was. And the New York Doll, not New York Doll Museum, New York Doll Hospital. The story was that it was here for 100 years, and you could bring your broken baby dolls here, and they would fix them up good as new. But meanwhile, the name was the inspiration for Syl Sylvain in like 1970 or so to name his fledgling band the New York Dolls. And who would know this? We just walk by it every day. Or, sometimes. When you come to Society of Illustrators, you walk by it on a regular basis. And here we are at what is one of the very early inspirations for New York Dolls to happen. One of the coolest bands on the planet. Unrelated to June 20th, we just happen to be here. That's it. The whole day. From me to you till tomorrow. Goodbye.